Hello again. I'm doing my reflective journal on section 5.2 about cultural humility and if I've had any experience with it and what that experience was. Um, so, one of the things I have noticed in the practice that I'm precepting under is that my preceptor has a lot of clients that are German Baptist. And so German Baptists are more of like a traditional sect of Christianity. They are very modestly dressed, wear dresses with kind of like a cape over the top of their shoulders. They cover their hair. They're a very wholesome group of people. I absolutely adore them, to be quite honest. Around here, and in most parts where you will see that culture, they're farmers and they work really hard with their hands. But something that is vitally important to them is their relationship with God, and how that relationship with God is like put into everything they do. So, how they raise their children, how they work, how they treat each other, how they treat their community. Um, I love the community. It's very, very tight knit. Everybody knows everybody, everybody helps everybody. And quite honestly, it feels like a privilege to be kind of enveloped in their community. It's really special to get to tag along as the student, but now that I've been around for a while, they look at me as someone who um, has value, which might sound silly, but I don't know, it's just a really cool thing. And so I would say that a way that there's been a positive impact during like birth, labor and birth, even postpartum, even in the intrapartum period, is really just embracing their faith and helping to incorporate it into what we're doing, and to um, allow for like prayer and communion. And um, it's just incredible how it brings peace, and it brings joy. um, I've never felt like such pure love, and I feel like they're teaching me how to give that back, if that makes any sense. um, it's taught me just to like kind of almost slow down and really evaluate what's important. And so I would say maybe, I don't know that I've impacted them as much as they've impacted me. And I don't know if that makes sense either, but it's just been really incredible. Um, there was a situation where we did have a young mama who was her first baby and she got scared. I mean, birth can be hard. It's very hard. Um, and what brought her comfort was just that we offered to pray for her and pray with her, and her husband during that time. And it was really special and it felt really sacred. And um, it just changed her whole outlook. She went from, being a little panicky and a little scared and feeling like she was out of control to realizing like that God was in control of everything happening, and that we were able to bring that comfort and willingness to bring that comfort for her. And it was just a really amazing thing to watch. And I feel really privileged to have been a part of that. Um, it made me kind of take a step back and want to more delve into um, how everyone else is, like other people we could take care of. Maybe I don't ask enough questions, or maybe I don't invest as much into things that bring someone else comfort in a hard time. And I didn't really think about that until it was in my face all the time, and not in a negative way, just that they were just really, open about it. Um, so I feel like the impact of that just changed the rest of her labor and in her birth, and it brought back this peaceful atmosphere, and it took her anxiety, and it just like it just really lowered that anxiety point. and she was able to focus and she was able to breathe well, and she really just was able to connect with her spouse. And you could just tell like her faith and trust was back into like the process that was happening and her body, and it was just really cool. It was just a really neat experience. And that, I would say in this situation, I understood it more, maybe just the way I was raised, but it definitely made me think about that for people that maybe have a slightly different cultural background or religious background, or maybe they're not religious, but there's something that brings them comfort, brings them like a sense of peace. And so it was kind of made me think about that for the future and for other clients. I need to figure that out. Like, what is the thing that brings them peace? What is the thing that I can help incorporate in their birth, and to be a little bit more aware and a little bit more sensitive to that. Um, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it was a really good experience, and I'm really thankful for that. So yeah, I would say in the situation I'm sharing, I don't think there was a negative to it. I just think it was really special, and it just made me really think about that, and kind of find those things for people, so that I could serve them better long term and in those hard moments. So yeah, that was just something really special. So